Okay, thanks for joining me. Thanks for joining me, and thank you for taking the course.
When a toner's no longer good, it just stops. Hello, I am back. My name is Courtney Stevenson. I am the coach for the Notary Playbook. Thank you for joining me and thank you for taking the course. Today's video is going to cover what do you do once you have been certified to do loan signings. You are a certified loan signing agent or passed your NNA exam. What do you do next? Well, you're going to need to gather and distribute some information because you're going to be signing up with the signing services. So when you onboard yourself, especially places like Snapdocs, things like that, you are going to have to upload your information or your accreditations. They're going to want a copy of your driver's license. They're going to want a copy of your certificate of completion. They're going to want a copy of your errors and omissions policy, your bond, any of that stuff. And you have to be able to provide it. So you have to make it. You create this resume on your own. You create it yourself. You're going to use Adobe Acrobat Reader or Acrobat Pro, whichever you have. And that's pretty much the only thing that you're going to need to create your notary resume. A lot of the documents that you have received, they're going to be in PDF format or JPEG format or a picture. Adobe can take a picture and turn it into a PDF and vice versa. So that's what we're going to cover here. And then we're going to go to some signing services where I think you guys should start to sign up. Some places where I believe you need to go and search out signing services. We won't hone in on any specific ones because I'm going to tell you to sign up with all of them. Every single one that you can find, that's who you need to sign up with. Listing yourself with signing services is going to be something that you are going to do throughout your entire career. You'll never be done. You'll never be finished. You'll always find new signing companies because they're going to be popping up. So it's always going to be something that you do. So the first thing we're going to do is get our notary resume together. So you've already acquired some of the documents. If you've passed your NNA certification, you have passed the background check and they have sent you documentation or paperwork. So you need your paperwork. So this is what you do. Hopefully you've saved all that information in a location that you know where it is. This is my Explorer window. And on my PC, I've got a folder called CLS Mobile. Inside that folder, I have subfolders with lists from all of the signing companies that I've done things with. Then I've also got a folder down here called Notary Profile. This is where I have all of my information, photos, reports, a lot of different things. I've even got one called an Nna Notary Resume. If you look here, it's 21 pages. It's got my state of Wisconsin commission. It's got my background information. It's got the front and back of my driver's license, etc., etc. I've got photos that I use to post on my profiles. A black and white copy of my driver's license. All of this information I keep in one folder. But you need to learn how to create a PDF. And that is very simple. You take a photo. Let's use this one. Me and the Queen. In your image viewer or however you look at pictures, I use this app called View. It's free and it's amazing. And I'll show you what it does in another video. But remember this. And actually, while you're on your PC, about View. Go find this and download it. It's free. They'll never charge you for it. This is how it looks. It's a basic interface, but this app is very powerful, actually, and it does a lot of good stuff for this business. So find View and write that down on your list. Find View, download that. But today we're going to create a PDF. So I'm going to take a picture of me and the Queen and turn it into a PDF. So you want to print it. And then here where it lists your printer, you're going to select a different printer. Your printer is going to be Adobe PDF. Now it is going to take this photo and turn it into a PDF. Your printer isn't going to physically print anything. I'm going to leave it with the same file name and put it in a different location. Then it opens in Adobe Acrobat or Acrobat Reader. It opens up in Acrobat Reader or Acrobat Pro because it is now a PDF file. This way, once you save your PDFs, you can distribute it, you can upload it to the services who have a system that does not accept photos. A lot of them do, but every now and then you get one that don't. And if you have to send an email, you do not want to send an email with like 9 attachments of all of your credentials together. So you create one file, one PDF file, and you just add them all together. Now, if you do not have the pro version of Adobe Acrobat, because it's pricey, it's $15 a month. There is a software tool that once you create the PDFs, you can send them or you can merge them together. I think it's called I Love PDFs. I downloaded it a while back and I played around with it for you guys. And it is a nice app. It definitely is. Let's see. It is. Here it is. I Love PDF. That's the name of it. We're going to go and find it on the internet real quick. This is a hack for people who do not want to pay for the Adobe subscription. Keep in mind, this software, as far as I know, does not print to dual tray printers. It won't separate and print on letter and legal. You know what? Let's test it out. Let's see. That's a good way to do this. While I search for the program, remember, you have to keep all of your information together because you are going to submit it to, all right, it's called I Love. Here, I Love, that ain't the way to do it. Let's do it this way. Let's search through the apps installed on here. It starts with an I. There it is. So I do have it installed. Open a PDF. Look, here are the functions: merge, split, compress, remove pages, convert images to PDF. So it does the same thing. Oh, wow. It's got the enhanced. Okay, so Adobe Acrobat Pro has enhanced features. Those enhanced features are right here. You can protect the PDF and add a password. You can rotate it. You can turn it into PowerPoint, Excel, Word. You can turn it into pictures. You can take pages out of a complete PDF file. So there was another notary in a separate group. They suggested this. And actually, it is very, very, very impressive. So let's see if it can print to dual pages. I mean, this may be a workaround for people who don't want to mess with Adobe Acrobat. You never know. The one way to find out is to... I've got something called a printer test. And that one is where I created it so people could see if they are printing to... if their printer is set up to print to the right size. I'm not being able to find it right now. It's called a printer test. 40 page, view only. Let's do this. Yeah, I know this one comes in different sizes. So now if I wanted to print this, let's see what the printer driver says for this thing. See, it lets you print a printer and it just lets you select print. So it does not print legal and letter at the same time. You would have to print one and then the other. But I am curious about its split PDF feature. Split by ranges, extract pages, custom, fixed ranges. So it's not the same as the PDF splitter at Notary Rotary. It will not separate letter from legal. So this tool is only a partial tool in your arsenal. It's not a solution to getting around having Adobe Acrobat, but nonetheless, you can combine PDF files together so that you can create your resume, and you can do this without having the full version of Adobe. So it's called I Love PDF. Let's go there real quick. We'll do a Google search. Write this down. I Love PDF. ilovepdf.com is the website. Here you go. Every tool you need to work with PDFs in one place. Very good. Except it does not print to legal and letter. Remember that. They've got different versions. Okay. Yeah, pretty cool. I'm definitely going to come back here for some of their other tools. It's I Love PDF. I don't remember what group I saw this in, but it was a notary group. Thank you to the individual who posted this. This is amazing. I'm glad that I downloaded and installed it. Thank you very much. All right, back on task. We were creating our resume. So here's the example of the picture. This is for your driver's license, to convert your driver's license, the front and back of your driver's license that needs to be converted to a PDF to upload to some of the signing services. This is how you would do it with Adobe Acrobat or I Love PDF now. All right, so once you've compiled all of your PDFs, you're going to keep them, you're going to save them in the same place. It is a very good idea to be able to navigate windows because you're going to be in front of your PC almost every day. Now, how much time you spend in front of it, that's going to be up to you, but you will need to learn to navigate windows and know where things are. Me, I've got a couple of apps that I use to change the icons of folders so I can find them quickly. But I've been working on a PC for well over 20 years it was a hobby, and then it turned into this and this. So I'm very well versed with Windows. This is my notary profile. These are the individual PDFs in here that I've created. This is the one, the NNA resume. The reason I call it the NNA Notary Resume because it includes a printout of my profile from signingagent.com. So I'm going to show you how to do that as well because you may need it. So you go to signingagent.com and you find your profile. If you're on the NNA'S website, you can find it a lot quicker. But it's signingagent.com. Then that is not what I wanted. Hold on, guys. Signingagent.com down here. Yes. Then I'm going to find my name. Your name will not be listed here until you pass the NNA certification and background. See, initial search results listed by priority status and randomly within each status. So you can choose if you want someone to be NNA certified. You can choose if you have someone who is an attorney only or an NNA member, all of that stuff. So you can like narrow down your search if you don't find yourself. So this is me. Click here to go to my profile, and it shows contact information, commission information, the business type. All of this stuff is on your NNA or your signingagent.com profile. Now what you want to do is you're going to click print here. See, my computer is already set up to print it as a PDF. And this PDF is going to contain 2 pages. Then you would print this. And once you do, it's going to open in Acrobat. You save it in that folder. So now you've compiled all of the necessary information for your notary resume. Then you're going to go to Snapdocs. Snapdocs is the first place you go. always, all the time, when you're starting out with this, go to Snapdocs. Please start at Snapdocs. Snapdocs is going to teach you some things about the rest of it. Some important information will be learned using Snapdocs. So register with Snapdocs, sign in, get your profile up here, and then after that, there are other places where you go to find a listing for yourself. We're going to cover those as soon as I get into Snapdocs and show you my profile here. Okay, this is my Snapdocs dashboard. They call it your dashboard. Oh, no, don't want to change the picture. Hold on. It took me a long time to crop that picture the right way. Let's try my profile. That's what I want. Hopefully it doesn't think I want to. Okay, good. Here's your profile. You can go in. Now, it asks you questions about your business, your website, company name. I'm going to change that. See, it's good to go through this. Company name. Whoops. All right, there you go. Make checks payable to my company's name, because Snapdocs has a direct deposit, and they also have, some companies don't sign up for their direct deposit, and they'll send you a hard check in the mail. So it asks you home number. It asks you to verify your home number, because it will send you text messages about different things. Let's see. CLS Mobile Services, that's where my checks are going to be made out to. My address, payment address is the same. Vendor pay is where you list your banking information for direct deposit. So this is your Snapdocs profile. Then credentials. Here we go. My notary commission. My notary commission, because I have two. So this is my Illinois notary commission here. This is my Wisconsin notary commission here. And it's expiration dates. Now, I used a picture on this one, and I used a PDF on this one. So Snapdocs does allow you to upload some photos. Everyone doesn't do that. Actually, my Wisconsin commission is the only one that is in the JPEG format. But you have to upload your ID, your commission, your background check, your E&O insurance, your NNA certification. All of this stuff is required by Snapdocs. So you should have it in a place that you know where to go to get to it. And this is, see, they're supposed to reach out to me. Oh, here we go. Background check report from the NNA April 2020. Background check report from the NNA April 2021. So this one technically should be deleted. There we go. It's expired. You have to maintain your profiles. It's up to you. They will let you know when your commission and stuff, when it expires. They'll let you know, because they'll let you know and then they'll stop sending you work. So it's your job to go and get it renewed. And remember, your NNA certification with the background check and the exam you have to do every year. So as soon as you have passed, the clock starts ticking. You only have a year to use that information before you have to pay and do it again. You need to get yourself signed up and listed so that the business will grow itself. You should make way more than enough to pay whatever the fees are to complete your NNA certification next year. Okay, so this is Snapdocs. Then after that, what I'm going to tell you is, I'm going to tell you to go to Notary 123 or 123 Notary. Is that it? Yeah, 123 Notary. Now, I'm going to tell you to go here for two reasons. One, I want you to sign up with them. There are a lot of places who have found me using the free listing. He offers a free listing, and then he offers an enhanced listing. Now, what we did, we started with his free listing only. Once I had received 5 clients who found me using his free listing, then I paid for his enhanced listing. It is not expensive. There are a couple other places where you can get an advanced listing for less than $5. And in my opinion, it's worth it. If you get one assignment, that'll cover paying for their enhanced listings for a whole year. So I sign up for it, especially when it's a minimal amount of money. So the first thing you want to do when you come here is you want to sign up to be listed on his site. He is a stickler. His name is Jeremy. Jeremy will call your phone. He does not play. He will call your phone and quiz you. He will ask you notary questions. And if you get them right, or you pass his quote unquote little on the spot exam, he will place you higher in his listing. He'll move you up a page. He'll move you up a position just because you took the time to pass his exam. Jeremy is an interesting fellow. Really nice guy, but interesting nonetheless. Another thing I want you to do is see here this link. He's got a signing company list. Now, I don't know how frequently he updates this list, but you don't care. You're going to go through every one of these. He lists them in alphabetical order. He lists them in 0 through 9. This is what the listings look like. Loan closers. It gives you the company name. I do work with loan closers all the time right now. The contact person, I don't know how accurate that may be at this point. I've worked with this place. I work with this place currently. Never done anything for them. I've worked with them. I've worked with them. So you go through the 0 through 9, and then you start at the letter A. Go through all of these people and sign up with all of these people. If you can't find the website, or if you can't use the name, see here, look, go to these people, try to sign up. If they don't have a link for you to sign up, then go to contacts. Give them information, submit the contact. If they have an email, tell them you want to list with them. Ask them if they're accepting new notaries, if they're adding notaries to their database. This is the process to get yourself listed with different places. You go through all of these people. Everyone that's on his list, everyone that you see, you want to connect and sign up with every single one in this list. After you do that, there's one other directory that I want to tell you about, and then once you've made it through this entire list and added yourself to the directory, then we'll go over some of the more popular app-based platforms. But you have to be careful with those because they're selective. You are a brand new certified signing agent, so some places are going to tell you no, just flat out. They're going to be like, yeah, come back when you've got some experience. Come back after 2 years. Come back after 100 loans. All of that other stuff. And, that's just their option. I do not suggest you tell them something that is not true, because they can check. They can check your information. They can go to the NNA'S website and look at when you started this new thing, and then they can go to the Secretary of State's office and check when you had your commission. So, keep it real. Basically, keep it real. All right. What I'm going to tell you is to go to, after you leave 123 Notary and sign up on his site and go through his list, you are going to go to the Notary Cafe. The Notary Cafe is kind of like a portal. Imagine a small version of Snapdocs, much smaller. It's free, but the Notary Cafe is still a listing service. You can find a notary here. Let's go and find myself. Here I am. I'm listed on the Notary Cafe. You can view my profile. Profile completion 100%. I'm not sure what these stats mean, but a lot of these places will rate you. I do pay for a pro listing here. Here's my profile. Full-time NNA certified notary public in Illinois and Wisconsin, and co-owner of CLS Mobile Notary Service. Our combined experience as notaries spans more than 20 years. We offer 24-hour service by appointment for counties in Illinois and Wisconsin, including but not limited to. And then we list the counties. Cook County. These are our preferred counties where we would like to go, where we don't mind going. But we'll go anywhere. Let me just get that out, And this is where I have the multiple pictures. See? I show me, I show us. Pro member until, so it expires April of this year. These are it lets them know going in what zip codes you prefer, but you pay to have more than one zip code. Here's the information. See, here's a link to my NNA profile, my error and omissions insurance. My bond is through merchants or travelers. So yeah, this is where they list your information. So you need to have that information available. Take some time to go through and fill this information out. This is how people find you and hire you for their closings. So you're going to go to 123 Notary. Then you're going to go to the Notary Cafe. Then after that, we're going to talk about some of the... Oh, I'll give you two more. And these two... these are as important to you as Snapdocs, in my opinion. You want to go to Express Notary Service. Here's their web address right here. Wait, where'd it go? Here it is. You want to go to Express Notary Service, and then you want to create an account. This is what you'll see. The website is expressnotary.com. This place has very high volume. They have a lot of offers all the time. This place pays minimal fees. They ain't gonna offer you a lot for their closings. They're not. It's $40 to $60, maybe $65. Can you counter them? Yes. But if you don't, then there's someone else who's newly commissioned that won't counter them, and you're not gonna get it. So a lot of the groups, a lot of the notary groups, they tell you, that stand in solidarity and don't take the lowball fees and da-da-da-da-da. Listen, man. Solidarity is not going to feed you. Solidarity is not going to put gas in your gas tank, food on your table, none of that. If this place or any of these places have something that is 15, 20 minutes away and it's $50, $60, why wouldn't you take it? What real reason? Because the solidarity doesn't include you. That you're not part of that yet. You haven't built anything. What you've done is you have spent your money to become certified and commissioned. That's what you've done. You haven't built anything. So you are building a business. So I'm not telling you to completely ignore those cries for solidarity. I'm telling you that does not apply to you. That is not your fight yet. It's not. So support it, but you ain't got to join it. That's not what we're going to do. Now, will I tell you that you should drive 35, 40 minutes for $30, $40, $50, $60? Oh, absolutely not. But there's a way to work this. If you drive 35 minutes, or if you take something that's 35 minutes away, and they're going to pay you $60, you have one goal in mind, just one. If you've booked it, if you take something like that, take it far in advance. Book it a week ahead if you can, because what you're going to do is you're going to use the logistics. You are going to go and work in that area, and you're going to try to stay in that area the whole day. Now, that's what you want to try to do. So if there's something 30 minutes away and it's $60 and you take it, hopefully you've taken it 5 days out, maybe more. And if you have, then remember that date and remember that time of that appointment, and then just seek out everything else that you do. Try to make it in that area. So it'll be like going to work. It'll be like going to a 9 to 5. You're going to leave. You're going to go in that area. You're going to stay in that area all day, and you're going to buzz around in that zip code or the ones next to it. You're going to stay over there all day. And then when you're done, you're going to come back home. and you've worked in that area all day, and now that $40, $50, $60, it's not just $40, $50, $60 because you've done 3, 4, or 5 of them. So now you're at maybe $200 for that day, maybe $300 for that day, and you've driven 40 minutes from home to make $300, and then you come back. That is a better scenario. That is not including the fight and the solidarity and all of that. None of that applies to this. This is your business. You have to grow and work your business. So the people who scream about the lowball fees, they are not talking about you. That is not your fight. Are you doing them a disservice by taking a signing that is an extremely low fee? Not necessarily. Even they, if they were truthful about it, if they could go and work in an area all day and do $5, $60, or $70 closings in that area, that's only 4 hours, 5 hours. So they work for 5 hours in an area and they bring back $350. Are they gonna, honestly, is that something to complain about? So that's the potential that you're looking at. So that's when later in another video, we'll look more at the logistics and how those low ball fees, they definitely come in handy. Mainly because when you accept them, if it's a loan mod or if it's any kind of modification, sometimes you don't know how many pages it is. Sometimes a loan mod is 23 pages. So now, instead of them assigning you a signing for $60, they're assigning you a 23-page assignment for $60. Is that something to complain about? So, I understand and I support them and I support that. But you just have to know, you have to have more information. And right now, the only thing that we're concerned about is making sure that you solidify and establish your business and that your business starts to make money so that it can organically grow and scale. Okay? So you're going to go to Express Notary Service, and then the last place is the Closing Exchange. Wait, I got a link for them too. Hold on. The Closing Exchange is very similar to Express Notary Service. They are high volume, low fees. Their website is cxchoice.com. I'm a notary or attorney. You go here, you put in your information, verify your profile, You're going to upload the same information, tax ID type, employee EIN number or social security number. You get to choose. Make sure you give them the right information at the beginning, because to go back and have to change this stuff sometimes is difficult. The Closing Exchange, very high volume. And again, they send you a text message and an email when they have available signings. So that is where you are going to begin your journey now that you have been certified as a loan signing agent. I'm Courtney Stevenson, the coach at the Notary Playbook. Thank you for joining me and thank you for taking the course. I'll see you guys at the next one.